things they're capable of. Eyewitness News reporter Leslie Rubin is live now in the newsroom. Hey, Leslie.
Whitney, over the next 3 days, we are going to be introducing you to 3 different breeds of dogs within the Kanawha County Sheriffs Office. Tonight, we have a very special visitor in our newsroom. We are going to introduce you to Alibi. She is a bloodhound with the Sheriff's Department. She's here with her handler, Corporal John Ratliff, and we got to spend some time with her one-on-one last week, and it really just is incredible the things that Alibi is capable of. But I want to let Corporal Ratliff kind of explain what exactly she does and what she assists you with, and she just has one job. So tell me what that job is.
Her job is trailing, and it doesn't matter who we're trailing, who we're looking for. Basically, I give her somebody's scent, and she takes me from A to B. It could be a small child, a dementia patient, bank robber. Doesn't matter what the situation is, she looks at everybody as the same. So our job is just go out there and find people whenever necessary.
And she's not the type of dog, a lot of people think police dogs are going to bite you and they're going to attack you. This is not what Alibi does. She looks at a serial killer and a missing person as the exact same type of person.
Exactly. All she thinks is that people are here to be her best friend. And she loves being around people. I've socialized her as much as possible, and I continue to do so. I trust her around small kids, around everybody. She's just happy being around people. Yeah, she's just happy being around people.
She's about 85 pounds, 14 months old, and she is just full of so much life, and she works so hard with you every day. I mean, this is a dog with a full-time job.
Yeah, she works, I work 12-hour shifts. She works a 12-hour shift with me. We also deal with call-outs, so if we're at home sleeping, middle of the night, middle of the day, doesn't matter. They give us a call, and we'll respond to anywhere in Kanawha County, and we're also available to go outside the county if needed.
And her sister, Lucy, I believe her name is, she's also the other bloodhound on the department, right?
That's correct. Both of the girls came out of the same litter. Corporal O'Neill is Lucy's handler. Lucy's a little bit smaller than Alibi, but they both do knockout jobs. They work very hard, and we've trained them side by side since they were 3 months old.
Great. Well, tonight at 6, we are going to take you along for some of that training as Alibi goes and tries to sniff out the lost. It's really a great story to give you a good look of what exactly these dogs do for the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office. Again, we'll have that story tonight at 6 o'clock. For now, when someone is missing or a suspect is on the move, it's a race against time. But for Alibi, it's her job.
She's not your normal patrol dog. Her only job is to find people that I tell her to find.
The 14-month-old full-blooded AKC registered bloodhound is a corporal at the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office.
She doesn't see any difference between a child, an older person, bank robber, serial killer of some type. She doesn't care. She just wants to find people because that's her game, and that's what she enjoys.
Corporal John Ratliff has been training with her since she was just 3 months old. Her short career has already seen impressive achievements, finding a missing child and even sniffing out a burglary suspect by tracking the scent of a tool he had left behind at the scene of the crime.
I wish I had a better understanding of what she smells, because her level of being able to smell just, blows a human being out of the water.
Today, Alibi is going to show us how she uses her smell to sniff out the lost. Corporal Ratliff created a scent article using a piece of gauze on a deputy hiding somewhere on the property. He puts Alibi to work.
This part may look a little rough, but it really does not hurt her at all. Fun.
Within seconds, she's headed in the right direction and using that smell to find who we're looking for.
Notice a change in behavior there. Yeah, that means we're close. Show me. There you go, that's a good girl.
Ratliff has been a deputy for 10 years, but says the last 10 months Alibi has been his partner have changed his love of law enforcement.
This has given me a new fire for law enforcement, and she brought a lot more joy into my career.
Ratliff hopes to continue to work alongside her for as long as she'll have him.
I'll let her decide on when retirement starts. So whenever the drive to work ends, then at that point she can retire and kick back and enjoy life at the house.
We were fortunate enough to have Alibi stop by here in our newsroom. She has been actually really good with everybody. She's just slobbered all over the place a couple of times. But you said that just goes along with your job, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's part of having a bloodhound. They drool and slobber quite a bit. They shake and it flies across the room. But it's one of those things you come to love because the animal The Bloodhound breed is so loving and caring. It's worth having.
All right. Well, tomorrow we are going to introduce you to some of the department's patrol dogs, and then on. Callie, we are lucky enough to have 3 of the 5 patrol dogs with the Kanawha County Sheriffs Office here at our studio, and they're even going to give us a little live demonstration of just what they do. Right now, I want to bring in Corporal Lyons. Hey, Corporal Lyons, tell me a little bit about your dog, what his name is, and what he does every day.
This is Jumbo. He's a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois. He's on our patrol dog, one of our patrol dogs. His specialties is narcotics, tracking, article search, and apprehension.
All right, awesome. Well, I think you're going to show us exactly what he can do, and we have, I think, some narcotics hidden somewhere here on the property. Is that correct?
Yes, this is what we call a parcel search. We've got 3 boxes set out right now. It could be suitcases, weapons at airport, backpacks. It could be, what we have here is postage boxes we get called to the post office sometimes.
Well, let's see him put to work here. I'll let you kind of take over. So obviously there, when he sits, that gives his handler an idea that they have hit on something. We learned this a lot in our video that we'll be showing you tonight at 6. We were out with some of the patrol dogs last week as they were searching for narcotics, doing article searches, and showing us just exactly how essential these dogs are to the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office. On Monday, we introduced you to the Bloodhound. Tomorrow, we will be meeting the Bomb Dog. But tonight, we are all about patrol dogs. So make sure you tune in tonight on Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock to see that story. You're going to meet Bricks in Arizona, and they're actually standing by right over here. Bricks in Arizona. Now, those are 2 of the dogs that you think of when you think of a police dog, which is German Shepherd. So that's really incredible, some of the things that they are able to do. We will bring you that report coming up tonight at 6.
On Depot Road. We are continuing our series introducing you to some of the hardest workers at the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office that you really never get a chance to meet.
Eyewitness News reporter Leslie Rubin live outside our studios right now with some patrol dogs ready to show you how they fight crime. Leslie.
Rick, we are here now with 3 of the 5 patrol dogs on the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office, and right now we're going to meet Arizona. She's one of their passive patrol dogs because she's not trained to bite you, isn't that right?
No, she's a dual-purpose narcotics dog. Her primary function is to work in Kanawha County schools with me as a school resource officer.
Yeah, so you don't want to be taking a dog that could be aggressive into the school. So Arizona, we got a chance to meet up with her and Bricks, who is also with us out here tonight, and here's some of our training from last week. When you think of a police dog, you probably picture a German Shepherd like Bricks.
You get some work mode, he's ready to go.
Bricks is one of 5 patrol dogs at the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office. He's trained to do it all, from looking for drugs
He's a very good asset on searching vehicles.
to apprehending suspects and tracking.
We're tracking a suspect and they lose an article, clothing, cigarettes, wallet, something out of their pocket, he's able to locate it.
Here, Bricks finds a lighter that could lead police to a suspect in a crime. But he doesn't stop there. Under this rock is 93 grams of cocaine. Bricks is getting ready to find it. Meet Arizona, another patrol dog on the department. The only difference between her and Bricks is that she's trained to be passive.
The reason that I have a dog that doesn't do white works, I'm assigned in the schools as a school resource officer.
Sergeant Paxton Lively says Arizona has been instrumental in finding drugs in schools, but she can also find them on the streets.
When she laid down right there, what she's hitting on is there's a marijuana hide behind that gutter.
This is the stash she quickly picked up on, always working toward that reward.
Hey, good girl.
It's easy to see just how smart and obedient these canines are and how they protect and clean up the streets,
Find it.
one case at a time. And this is Bricks that you're looking at right here that we just showed you in that story. And again, these are 3 of the 5 patrol dogs on the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office. Tomorrow, we will introduce you to the Bomb Dog.
Continue our special series tonight, introducing you to the canines of the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office.
It's been a lot of fun here at Eyewitness News. We've met bloodhounds, patrol dogs, but there's another specially trained group of dogs that go in when everyone else is running away. Eyewitness News reporter Leslie Rubin outside with a special visitor to explain. Leslie?
Kelly, you might think that this is just your normal black lab, but I can tell you that that is not the case. This dog is trained to search for explosives. Now, to explain a little bit of that, we're going to bring in Corporal Lane. And Corporal Lane, introduce us to your dog and tell me a little bit about what he does.
This is Kanawha County Sheriff's Office one of their new bomb dogs, explosive detection dog, Trip. And what he does is he goes out and he tries to find explosives. We might get a call out anywhere in Kanawha County and even outside of Kanawha County. If they request us to come over there and we can search off-leash, we can do them off-leash out in the open field, or we can go inside of a building and he can be on-leash and he'll search out the explosives that hopefully nobody puts, but if somebody does put something out there, he'll be able to detect that.
Yeah, like we talked about last week, you know, the drug dogs, they're looking for drugs and you're hoping that they're going to find those and get those off the streets, but you are not hoping that Trip finds anything whenever he's called to a scene.
That's correct. That's one thing we don't want him to find is that explosive device, because if it is, then we got to bring the bomb squad in, clear out a lot of area, and hopefully it doesn't go off.
And tell us, how old is Trip, and then how many bomb dogs do you all have at the Sheriff's Office?
He's a little over 2 years old, and right now we have 3 on the department. Bosco, who is Matt Cumming, he's the handler for Bosco, and as a matter of fact, I'm the handler for Amos. He's our other bomb dog, and he'll be 2 years old in September, in which I'm going down to pick him up from North Carolina tomorrow.
Well, they certainly are very smart, and it looks like just a dog that you would have as a house pet, a black lab, but this dog really is trained to go above and beyond to go in and make sure that the scene is safe. So, and if it's not, they can bring in those bomb technicians to check out the scene. Well, coming up tonight at 6, we will take you inside a little bit of Trip's training to see exactly what he can do out in the field. For now, Callie, we have learned so much about these dogs this week and what they're capable of. Tonight, we are going to meet one of the bomb dogs. He is trained specifically to go in and search for explosives. Not many black labs have a full-time job.
Boy.
Even fewer are on call 24/7 and expected to seek out and find explosives. But even though that's Trip's job, it's not something he or his handler, Corporal Richard Blaine, ever hoped to experience.
They can find the narcotics all they want. We don't want to find the bombs.
Trip has been certified to find explosives with the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office since February. So when there's a bomb threat at a school, a suspicious package is spotted, or deputies think a car might be carrying something dangerous, Trip is called to the scene.
With all the recent activities with bombs and other devices out there, we have technicians, we have people that can find things, but with him, he can actually detect the explosive to make sure there is an explosive there, so we can be safe and we can get the public back.
3 items commonly used in bombs are hidden around the camp area. Trip is sent off leash and quickly leads us to this bottle of Pyrodex. Sitting down signals Lane that he's found something.
And the reason why I called him off is because if we are in a parking lot or if we are in an open area and I send him out and he finds it, I'll call him off for his safety and for our safety.
Time and time again, Trip passes the test, finding explosives hidden throughout this building.
Trip, show me. Good boy.
In situations where the unknown is the greatest threat, Trip is able to protect or bring peace of mind to everyone around him.
Life.
I know, right? We're here now with Corporal Lane, who is going to talk to us a little bit about what it's like to be a handler. Corporal Lane, you've been, I think, with a dog handler since about February. What are some of the things you really enjoy?
I mean, every morning we get up together and we go to work. They're always there. You open up the cage in your car and they put your head on their shoulder, and it's just like a bonding thing between the handler and the dog.
So it's a friend and a partner.
Right, exactly. We go out and we train every day, either doing obedience work, tossing the Kong around, or doing some odor work, going out there and searching for odor.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Trip and Corporal Lane.